my name is Helen and welcome to lightofthemoonstudio.com. So this is our second Advent day today, which is exciting. We have my Advent calendar to do and I can tell you the exciting things that's going to be happening. Now, I didn't know what to wear, so I rooted through the drawers and found all these pyjamas from every Christmas Eve for the last probably 10 years. So, and they've just been used once, Christmas Eve, washed, popped back in the drawer and never touched again, because every year we'd get a new one. So I thought I'd dig them out. Some are a little bit tight and some of them fit me. I was obviously a little slimmer a few years ago, but you know, they come in handy, and I thought, well, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? So it'll be a mixture of pyjama tops and some jumpers as well that were hanging in the cupboard. So without further ado, let's get into why we're here, which is the Advent. So today's Advent is obviously number 2, Vlogmas Day 2. And yesterday we did number 1. Oh, the door's shut on it. And what I found, I was searching for my glasses, to be honest, to read the writing on the tea bag, but they're actually named on the back of the doors. So we actually did the Royal Blend yesterday as number 1, and I actually gave that a 10 out of 10. Oh yes, it was fabulous. And I did ask Andrew again what he thought, and he was exactly the same. He ranked it very, very highly. So I think that's going to go on our shopping list in future. So I'm just going to pop on there 10 out of 10. Just to remind me, really. All right, so we need to get our Advent Day 2. Let's have a look. Where are we? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh, right down here. So I don't know if you can see that one. It's right down where the teacup is. Hopefully it's not too much reflection off the lights. So I'm just going to open this one. Now yesterday I made a right hash of it. So I'm hoping today they're like, oh no, I've done the same thing. I've made a bit of a hash of it today as well. And then underneath then you get the little foil that you just, let me just show you. The little foil that you just take off, and there inside is your tea bag. And this one says Jade Oolong. It's an oolong tea and it's jade. So let's see what it says. Oh yes, I do need my glasses to read what it says. So we'll do the tea, and then we've got the project, the Advent project. Some will know, or most will know, that I'm a jewellery artist, and I've actually put a portfolio of my past works into the description box. So it's just a website with a portfolio of all my work on over the years. There's a few missing, I noticed, but most of them are there. And so if you'd like to take a look later, you're very welcome. And this channel really is about my whimsical side, because my signature style is very much a sort of a meditative style. It can, you know, and it is used in therapy as well, which is Celtic and Japanese hand braiding. And hopefully this year, 2025, I'll be doing a lot more work with the therapy side of it too. But for now, if you'd like to go and have a look, you're very welcome. It's down in the description box below. So where was I? Number 2, and it's Jade Oolong. I don't think I've ever had an oolong tea anyway, so this would be quite interesting. Okay, so it says, bright and mellow with a beautiful orchid aroma. This deep green jade oolong loose leaf is made by repeatedly rolling the leaves to enhance the flavour. Jade oolong is known for the fresh green floral aroma, sweet flavour and clean, delicate mouthfeel. Ooh. And then it says brewing, heat freshly drawn water to 90 degrees. So yesterday the tea had to be boiling, scoiling. It was 100 degrees. This one is 90 degrees and brew for 2 to 3 minutes. And the brewing time is less as well. So it does say best served without milk, this one. So this is more of the herbal tea type thing. So I'm going to go and pop the kettle on and get that done. And then we can get to work on the projects. So I thought I'd bring the tea in because yesterday the colour we had was a very dark, rich brown colour. And today it's like a very delicate sort of daisy colour. It says it's orchid. It's boiling hot. It has been steeping now for 2 to 3 minutes. I put it on a little floral tray as there are going to be floral teas, and for reasons I will share with you in a minute, I've got my sheep mug today. So I think we're ready for a little try. This is quite a big mug, so I may need to add more water again, but let's give it a go anyway. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Oh, it pours beautifully. I know it sounds odd, but it does, and it makes the most gorgeous sound. So I'll keep a bit there for Andrew to try. Now the aroma's not there like it was yesterday. Yesterday was definitely a floral, uplifting, happy aroma. This has got more of a herbal tea sort of smell. Gosh, it's hot. Nice. Quite bland. I think day one was so amazing that the royal blend really blew me away, that to be honest it's got a lot to live up to, and personally I don't think it's doing that. It's very, very mellow. Let me just smell the... No, there's no smell. There's no aroma. Very nice. If you were relaxing, and say you just wanted something light, better than just a bit of hot water and lemon. Personally I think a piece of lemon and a piece of ginger would be perfect for this, because it's got a mellow notes, mellow background, so to accompany other herbs would be amazing, but on its own it doesn't do a lot for me, I'm afraid. No. Yeah, it's like it's a bit like drinking a hot water, very soothing. So I'm going to say this is a soothing tea, and I'm actually going to give it a 6 out of 10. Probably because, as I say, yesterday's was so good. There's no aroma there. I think you need to add other notes to it, such as a ginger, lemon or thyme, something like that, or even a lavender, just to give it a little bit of a kick. Saying that, if you had a bit of a bad tum-tum and you wanted something very gentle and soothing, is definitely the word for this one. So this one is a soothing tea, and I give it a 6. Still very drinkable, and I will drink all that as well. And I'll let you know what Andrew says after. Okay, so let's move on. I'm just going to pop that away. So when I first thought of doing Vlogmas, I really hunted high and low for a jewellery making calendar thing I could do over the next couple of days, but alas I couldn't find one. So what I've done instead is sort of created my own. So let me explain. I wanted to make a piece of jewellery every day and then have somewhere to hang it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make a Christmas tree, effectively, so that I can make the jewellery each day and then hang it on the tree. So that's what I want to do. So the first thing I bought was the cone. The cone was not much, a couple of pounds from Hobbycraft, but I did want it much bigger. So then I went into the charity shop and I bought this candle stand. There was a wood candle stand. It's still got its price on, which was from St David's Hospice here in Wales. I don't know if they're all over. And it was £1.50. Now I did think it would stand on there, but it's a little bit on the tall side. So I've thought of turning it upside down, and it does lower enough, I think, to do what I want to do. So that's the main concept today is I'm going to decorate this tree, make a tree to put the jewellery on. So the next thing I made now I'm no knitter, okay, I should be, because my nan in the 1950s had a wool shop. She had an amazing wool shop and she was a fantastic knitter. And she did teach me, I was very young, but I did plain and pearl, so that's all I could ever do. So these are just little plain ruffles. I'll put the pattern down below, but it's so basic. It's literally plain knitting. I started off with 150 cast on, 150. Then I did about 8. I went back and forth 8 times, so give me 4 rows. And then I decreased them by picking up 2 for the next 2 rows. So I picked up 2 and knitted, and then I went back, picked up 2 and knitted, which took me like down to a smaller, narrower amount, more manageable. And then I think I knitted 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, about 8, and then I did my cast off, and that's all it is a little plain little ruffle, nothing exciting, but if you want to have a go, it's very, very easy. I'll put the information down below. Oh, and it was 6mm needles. All right, so that's all I've done. Now, when I first started, they were really bad, and I had a few holes in some where I dropped a few, you know, but that's okay, because for what we're doing is fine. I'm not sure if I've got enough. I've got another one on the go in case I haven't got enough. I'm like Mary Poppins. I love this bag. It is like a Mary Poppins bag. Okay, so I don't know if I've got them all there. No, hang on. Bear with. Oh, we need that as well. Okay. I'm going to get my glue gun out now, and I'm going to start I think I'll start right at the very bottom and glue. Now I didn't want to glue this on, so it will be a bit of a balancing act because I really like this candle stand, so I'll probably keep that for another time. But then again, I might have to put some blue tack or something in. Anyway, we're gonna first of all get the glue gun out and start gluing up this tree. I managed to find a bit of blue tack, so I'm just going to see if I can blue tack this up a little bit. Maybe take this off. Yeah, let's take this off because this is a bit scruffy. That's okay. Let's just blue tack this on. And I was in 2 minds whether to paint this, but I don't really want to paint it if I can help it. Oh, that's much better. Okay, so I've just managed to blue tack. I do want to take a little bit off the top as well, because I want to be able to get a star or an angel, whatever we're doing, on the top. Will these do it? Or is that too strong? Oh, that's perfect. In fact, it's not made a hole yet. There we go. All right. So I've just taken the top off, so we've got now hole down through the centre, so I can put a wire down through to put whatever we're going to put on the top. Let's get the glue gun going. Oh no, before the glue gun, sorry. Before we get the glue gun, jumping ahead, I need to paint this green, just in case, you know, it shows through, which it probably will, won't it? If it shows through the actual, if it shows through the knitting. So you can see now why I chose, oops, the ewe today, or the lamb, or the sheep, whatever you want to call him. I think he needs a name. I think Barbara is quite a nice name. So Barbara has joined us today because of the wool. See, I'm always thinking. Too much, mostly. No, still not grown on me. Still not there. Okay. Now, I didn't want to use my best golden acrylics that I use for, just pop that over there, piece of cardboard. I didn't want to use my best acrylics that I use for painting. They're really expensive and I need quite a bit. I did find this in the cupboard, and it says 3 for £5 or £1.99, and it's from What, which is a, like, I think they're all over the country, but it's like a little, what would I say? It's like it's an inexpensive shop that just sells everything. I've just realised I'm going to be covered in paint. I'm not the most cleanest of crafters, so I'm just going to go and get an overall. Alrighty, so I'm back with my overall. Just do it up a bit. Whew. Right, and so I've got, as I said, this paint here, which I'm going to give it a go. If not, I do have condensed paint, which I absolutely love. So I can always top it up because I've got quite a few condensed. Oh, and it, you know, it goes on so well, and I probably won't need another layer either. So I may, do I use that anyway? Let's see. Okay, so we start off with this one first. I'm just going to put, this is a tile, just an ordinary floor tile, and I quite often when I'm doing art, doing paintings, I use this. I just find it much easier to squirt out the colours I need. So what I'm going to do, let's just turn this way so you can see. I'm just going to roller my colour. I'm trying very hard to keep it in that area. That's it. Very hard to keep it in that area. But as I say, I'm not the most cleanest of crafters. I'm one of these, I just want to get it on, you know, get it on and done. Actually, look at that. That's coming out really nice. Oh, I hope I've got enough. Oh, well done to Fine Line Artist Series. Do you know what? This is one of a really cheap paint, acrylic paint. It's 120 millilitres in that. And also at the bottom, I've just noticed, it's got a 3-star rating for light fastness. That is amazing. So it's actually a really good paint for that money. It's quite a heavy body paint, which you'll need on a project like this. Otherwise you'd be having to layer it and layer it and layer it. But as you can see, it's going on absolutely beautiful. And I don't think I'm going to need any other paints. I mean, I love my Cadence anyway because it's great for, the Cadence is great for, I do the craft painting where you pick up a couple of colours and place them down. Oh, please don't move now while you're painted. And you put them down and it's like a folk art type painting. They're quite nice actually, I really like those. Stephanie Waitman is the person for those. I mean, gosh, she is amazing at that. So we're just going to get the paint on I don't know what the drying time is, but I can finish off my cup of tea. Ooh, cup of tea while we're at it. Oh, it's quite therapeutic. I'm really enjoying this. I was going to brush it on, but I thought I might as well roller it on and get a bit of effect as well. Yeah, really coming on quite nice. I'm just going to pop a bit more. I should be the last bit that I need. Trying to hold it in place. Once it's dry, I might have to just push it down again onto that glue tack. So there we go. A nice painted cone. Don't think there's too many blank bits on there. So to be honest, if you wanted to just paint a cone, put some holes in it and hang your jewellery, you could do that. No problem. Just put some holes in, hang some jewellery on it as you go. That would be perfect. The reason why I wanted to do it like with layers of knitting, is because it reminded me of my childhood. My mum used to make the magnificent Christmas trees for the table, for table decorations, and they were quite big. They probably stood that tall, and they were all in I think it was silk, pure silk, and she used to make them ruffle, and then they would cascade down over a cone, and then she'd have sort of pine cones and gold leaf and things like that. They were superb, and so I wanted something in my mind that, you know, would bring back those memories. And later I'll show my mum and see what she thinks. It will never be as good as hers, mine, I can assure you, but it's nice to have memories, isn't it? Childhood memories. So this is a sort of going back to your childhood, isn't it? Like a childlike activity, which they say is fantastic for remembering and for bringing out those childlike qualities in you. And I think I've got a lot of childlike qualities, I've got to say, you know. I really have. I've not lost a lot of my childishness. But yeah, nobody minds, so that's okay. So I'm gonna finish off my cup of tea and then let this dry, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then I'll be back. I'll set up the glue gun while we are waiting, and then we'll start layering the knits and see if my idea, I've never done it before, it's just come from my mind. Usually if I've got something in my mind, I have to do it. It's like I have to make it no matter what. Sometimes, well, mostly they do turn out quite well. The odd occasion you get one that, you know, isn't quite right or needs tweaking. But the idea, I think, is right here. So, yeah, we'll give it a go anyway, can't we? What have I got to lose? I can't wait any longer for it to dry. So I've actually plugged in my craft, says it's called the heat tool. I think it's by Ranger, I'm not sure, but it's not a hairdryer, it is a craft tool, and they do get very hot. So I'm just going to wave this around in that sort of direction, just to see if I can. Now I have checked, and this is water-based paint, so it's non-toxic. Some paints, you know, I wouldn't dry myself with a dryer, with one of these tools, because of the fumes that may come off them. So just check your paints if you are going to do what I'm doing and try it off yourself. Okay, we're nearly there. Oh, I've got to tell you about my heat gun. My heat gun is a really cheap heat gun. I don't know if you can see it now, but it's you can't turn it on and off, and it is now dribbling. Yeah, it's a really poorly designed one. It was just one from a cheaper shop. I did have a proper one, proper heat gun, but but I can't find it anywhere. I think, you know, probably I've used it over the years that much, it might have gone out. Or sometimes what happens is I put them away and then the cables get damaged, and then Andrew, you know, will put them out because they're dangerous. So I'm wondering whether he's done that. That's okay. Safety first. So I went out and bought another one. It's the only one I could get. And yeah, it's when you buy a decent one, you can tell. You can tell. I think we're there. Oh, got a little bit on my thumb, but I think that was there anyway. Bit of paint. Yeah. I think I'm happy with that. There we go. Alrighty. All hail the heat gun tool. Alright, I better put that away, otherwise it'll end up like the others. I've been hanging them on here to try and help save them. Let's just hang it back where it came from. There we go. Hang it back where it came from. Alright, let's have a look at this awful heat gun glue. Gosh, it's really bleh. So what I need is something to help me with it. So I've chosen a tool, which is actually a jeweller's tool. It's an agate burnisher. It withstands a lot of heat because you actually put the gold on your, it's called kimbu, and you place your gold on while it's on a real high heat, and you rub it, and they're fantastic little tools, and I'm going to use it to help me with this glue gun because it's got a little pointy end as well, so I should be able to help. It should help me because I'm not sure, it's quite messy. So I'm just going to start off with one little blob. Already it's stringing and I'm trying not to get it on everywhere else. Yes, I'm thinking, should I have just got a normal glue? But let's try it. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. We're going to dab a little bit of glue. So I'm just dabbing a little bit of glue on the side there. And let's see if this works. I want it very low down. Oh, it is taking. I'm just going to use my burnishing tool. I mean, you could use a cocktail stick, you could use anything. I'm just going to go all the way around the bottom with my glue gun and see if I can get that on there. That's not too bad actually. I'd like it to have gone all the way. If I tie it. So I've left where I did the knitting, there's two like little ties left over, just where I've finished the knitting, and I've just tied those two together. And as luck has it, if I put a dab of glue there, now this was luck, not planned, but if I put a dab of glue on there, so what I'm doing is I've got a dab of glue on there, and if I join that up to that, it actually, I'll just poke it with my agate burnisher, actually works. And you can see that where the two ends of the, when I cast off, I've just tied those together to pull it together. And it's worked. I can't believe it, to be honest. I'm really, really quite pleased with that. Okay. So we need to cut those off. Grab a scissors. I'm just going to cut those off. And let's have a look. Oh yeah. Okay, that's okay. Let's start again then. Yeah, so that's coming together really nicely now. So I've done the first layer, I'm just doing the second layer. I'm not sure whether to just go on up, I might as well. I think it needs to be secured more down below while you're actually making it. In fact, it'd probably be better off doing it like that. It's a bit late now, isn't it? But yeah, it's easier just to take it off its stand and do it like that. That's a lot easier actually. And then last little. Okay, so I made it to the top, to the tippy top. I'm going to start to cut off all the ends of the strings, and I probably made it look harder than it was. I think the key is take it off its stand so then I can move around the piece a little bit better. I think the other key is to get a better, more control of your glue gun. I don't think I was in control of my glue gun at all. It was definitely in control of me, which isn't a good thing. So lots to learn on doing this again. I don't think you need to glue all the way around if you're going to use it as a decoration. I think just now and again and wind it round will be suffice. But because I want to hang jewellery on it, some of the jewellery, you know, will be metal. We will be silversmithing, so we will be needing a little extra strength. But I'm really pleased with it. I think it's come out a lot better than I thought it would. And I can't believe that I had the exact amount. I didn't measure it. I just in my head I thought, how many might I need? I've got one on the go just in case. There's a few gaps that might need to be glued. But all in all, I really enjoyed that. Have I got them all? So which is my front and which is my back? So this is my back. And this is my front. So this is the front that you're seeing now. I can see I've got one or two little areas that need a glue. Although I don't like this glue gun, it has made life a lot easier. It is very, very stringy. I'm sure there's better glues. I'm sure there's better glues out there because it is very stringy. But do you know what? I really enjoyed making that, even though it probably looked like a bit of a shambles to begin with because it kept falling off the stand. But I realised after, just take it off the stand and just do it. I think we're straight. The back is really nice as well. In fact, I don't think I could tell which is the back and the front, to be honest. You know, it's quite neat all the way around. I think I said this was the front. I can't remember now myself which way I said. Anyway, so that's the idea. So we've made our tree. So in the next couple of days, we will be making some jewellery to go on it. And it's going to be all sorts of jewellery. And you know, these are my Happy as a Moonbeam, which I showed you yesterday. And the idea is, if I made earrings, I could pop an earring here and an earring there. So that's the idea. So see you tomorrow, and don't forget, please create the life you love, even if it's one step at a time. Until tomorrow, bye.